Good morning. Welcome to Crypto Bounce. My name is Joseph and I'm here today with Dion. And today we are going to look at where is Bitcoin. Is the bottom already in? And also Dion is going to talk to us about two trades that he's taking right now. In the end of this video, are going to reveal 10 coins that I believe is the best 10 coins to DCA right now. And I believe all of them will at least triple in value. So Dion, over to you.
Hi, good morning, guys. Can you see my screen? Okay, we start with a long-term view on Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart. So overall, we're still in a downtrend, but if we zoom in here, we've got a strong weekly trend line which hasn't broken yet, and this last weekly candle looks very good. It just bounced off that line, so it looks very strong, and there's a strong support zone here as well, so it looks as if we might be turning. On the daily, we're in a big falling wedge, and Bitcoin normally breaks up from these, so that's also good news for us. We've got this support here, and yesterday was our first breakthrough candle that closed outside that area, and we're busy with the second green candle, which looks good. So I wouldn't trust this until we've broken this last high here. So once we've broken this zone, come back and retest it, I think we can go up, and this is the first candle that the market makers would want to take back. So this would be our target candle, and we might bounce up there or break through and then go to the next zone. So, but first we're waiting to just break that zone here. But everything on the 1 day is looking good. It's good that we broke out of this wedge, and that's always positive. On the 4 hour, these are the zones that we're looking at. So these are liquidity zones that market makers would be coming back for. At the moment we're trading just above this zone. These are the weekly highs and lows of last week and this week, and the daily highs and lows. So we always keep those just as targets to go for. But on the 4 hour, I wouldn't get into any trade now. Let me zoom into the 1 hour. So on 1 hour, there's big news coming up later today. It's the retail sales report, so that's a high impact event. You'll see what happened earlier this week. That candle there was caused by big news on Wednesday, and these candles here were caused by big news. So you can see it always makes a big difference what happens in the news. Sometimes they just leave it, but you never know. So we expect volatility always on a news event. So that's coming up later today. And then these are the 1 hour zones that we're looking at. So you can see I think they're all waiting for the news to break. So the market is just consolidating here at the moment. If we zoom into 15 minutes, these are the levels that we're looking at. So this is the Asian session. That always pretty much just goes sideways. There's not much movement in the Asian session. If it's like this, it's actually good. If Asia goes crazy, then something really is up and you must be very wary. But this is looking good. I think what I would hesitate I guess to say is going to happen is that from here in the London session we would be coming up to test this zone. Then the news is going to break at the end of that session, and I expect the New York market is going to turn that round and dump it back down. So they tend to always do the opposite of what the London market does. So you can see here yesterday London was coming down, and immediately New York just took it crazy in a different direction. The day before London was coming down, and again New York took it up. So I think be wary of what's happening to the end of the London session, and this is what I suspect is going to happen. Something like this, we're going to gradually go up, hit that zone, and then smash down. Over here, this purple line that I've got here, that's the 800 EMA on the 15 minute. So that means it looks like we have an internet problem. It's the 800 EMA on the 15 minute, which means it's the 200 on the 1 hour. And this is quite a strong zone, so we're high above that, and that's why I expect them. We haven't really come to retest that yet, so I suspect that with that news event they're going to push it down to at least to that side and maybe break it through. So that's what I'm expecting there. Then on the two trades that I'm watching, the one is Matic. So let me just show you the daily chart. So Matic has broken out of the one-day trend line. Also, 2 days ago and yesterday confirmed that move. So it's got quite a nice big pump there. But a pump like that will always have a bit of a pullback. So I wouldn't get into it now. We're just waiting for it to pull back. This is the 50, and I suspect that with this news later today, they might bring it down to that 50, and from there would be a good entry then to target that zone. And potentially, we're just guessing it to be around about here, and you could have like a good 20% trade just up to the bottom of this retracement. So they'll definitely come to take the liquidity in this candle here. So the start of that is 20% and the top of that is 40. So there's a good trade waiting here. We're just waiting for the news. Friday also and the weekend is not a great time to trade, but keep an eye. If the candles look good and there looks like there's a lot of volume, then you could get in on the bounce of this trade and trade it up over the weekend. Otherwise, look for this trade on Monday. And just showing you Matic on the potential of Matic just long term. You can see that the high was up there. So even if you just buy it as a hodl coin and just hold on to it, there's like a 350% move. Theta also is looking very good at the moment. It's been consolidating for quite a while now here at the bottom. There's a low that was put in December 2020 that we just touched, and I don't think that liquidity is even there anymore, so it's not worthwhile for them to break down. And also Theta has broken above the daily level here. It's a bit behind Matic, you can see, but it's also broken out. But I'd wait for one or two confirmation candles and for us at least to break the 20 EMA, which is that pink one, and then we can target the zone here. And the potential move there is 30% just to the bottom of that. And a good long-term trade, I think, would be just to target the 200 EMA, which is 100% from where we are now. So this is also a good trade to get in now long-term. And next week we'll show you maybe close-ups of this, zooming into like 1 hour trades that you can take if we're waiting for breakouts and zones that we're targeting. That's it from me, Joseph.
Okay, thank you, Dion. I just want to ask you a question, Dion, before we move away from you. Okay, so I already are in a Matic in a Theta trade, and I love that scores. Today in my featuring coins, I'm talking about Matic, but I don't have Theta on there yet. I think it's a little bit soon for me right now to go too big on Theta. But I want to come back to Bitcoin. Do you think the Bitcoin bottom is in now?
I think so. That last weekly candle had a massive bounce off that zone, so it really looks very, very positive. And we're breaking out above the 200 EMA on the 1 hour, so it's really looking very, very positive. Yeah, I think maybe a bit of a pullback today with the news event, but the whole of next week. I also read a report that Morgan Stanley expecting the markets to jump, all the markets next week, by 7%, and that will definitely help Bitcoin too. So I honestly think the Bitcoin bottom is in, but that's just me. I'm guessing. You never know.
Yeah, that's the thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is very volatile and reacts. A lot of us were thinking Bitcoin was going to go all the way to 13,800, and that possibility is still very much in play. But overall, everybody is super bullish on Bitcoin. So whether you buy in right now or at 13,800, I don't think it's going to be a losing trade on the long run. It will still go up. So I want to quickly go over my 10 coins that I believe will 3x, and I don't go for super small coins. I went for bigger coins. I just want to share my screen here. Okay, Dion, you can see my screen there, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so if you I'm gonna go over coins that will 3x. Now there is coins that will 10x and 20x and 50x even, but I don't believe this is the right time to look at those. The first thing we want to look at is coins, the bigger coins, to start to move. So if I go through, I just want to run over my strategy. My first, I've got a few assumptions in my strategy, and so this is kind of, this is not financial advice. this is what I think will happen, and that's what I base my strategy on. And so the first one is, I believe that Bitcoin will surpass $69,000, and that almost everybody universally say will happen. The question is just how long it will take. I think it will happen within the next 12 months. Okay. Second thing is, and that's part of my strategy, I only trade coins that I feel have good fundamentals. The third one is, I believe the bigger coins will move first, so that's why you'll see the coins that I have here are for the most part bigger coins with bigger market caps. And then finally, the way I enter my trades is through dollar cost averaging. So for the ones of us that don't know much about dollar cost averaging, the idea is you're going to in time buy a little bit of the coin as time goes on. So that means you'll maybe split your money over 6 months, and you'll buy every week a little bit of that coin every time when the coin maybe dips under the RSI 30, then you buy in again, and you just periodically buy a little bit on. So you space it by time but also by price. So every time the coin maybe drops with another 10%, then you buy in a little bit more. So and that's I'm not gonna go into detail, but that's the basic idea of dollar cost averaging, meaning you're not gonna put all your money in at once. You're gonna split your money into, maybe you take your available money for a certain coin and you divide it into 10 or 20 pieces, and you buy little bits into the coin, and you kind of build that coin up. Obviously, when there's a long week down, then that's a time when you want to add another position or another portion to a position. Okay, so now let's get into my 10 coins. So you can see here on the left, I listed the coins and what I think, how many times it can multiply. So the first one is Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin price right now is around 20,000. It goes up and down a little bit, but our high was at $69,000. The confidence with Bitcoin in all the markets is extremely high, and I only chose coins where the confidence is high. So if you just do the calculation from 20,000 to 69K, you got 3.36 times that your money will multiply. And I believe this is possible, possibly even in a year or two, that you could put money in and times 3 your money, which is incredible. So if you look at the chart, I'm just you can see here at that little top where my arrow is, that is where we hit the 69. Now, a lot of people in that area were advertising buy Bitcoin. Even people that never buy Bitcoin started buying Bitcoin, and all of them are stuck with their Bitcoin, and they actually lost 2 or 3, 3/4 of their money because of the place where Bitcoin is right now. But if you look at where Bitcoin is on a very, very strong support, that's a high, and so this is a very good spot and a safe place to buy Bitcoin right now. So that's and so I believe right now Bitcoin is probably the first place where you need to start opening up a position if you want to. The next coin is Ethereum. So Ethereum is pretty much the same story, but you can see Ethereum can give you a 4 times multiplication. Ethereum is also coming out with Ethereum 2.0. And the confidence in the market, I believe, on Ethereum is even higher than on Bitcoin. So the high of Ethereum is 4,800, but Ethereum possibly have the potential to go up to $10,000. So that's why Ethereum is probably right now even a bigger and possibly even a safer coin to purchase for me than Bitcoin. Okay, so the next coin doesn't exactly have the same multiplication factor as the other coins, but this is a very, very safe coin to buy, and this is the Binance coin. Now, the reason why I like the Binance coin is Binance is right now the biggest cryptocurrency company in the world. They're the biggest exchange, and they actually also makes the most money in crypto. And so that's why I think you can't make a mistake by buying the BNB coin. Right now, it's on a very strong support level, and definitely in my DCA strategy, I already opened up a position, and I'm DCAing into the BNB coin right now. Okay, so and then we come to that Matic coin that Dion gave us the the trade for. Okay, so Matic, the price is right now at 69 cents. I actually bought in a little bit lower on that previous second little dip when it made a higher low. That was a good spot to start, and that's where I kind of started my DCA with Matic. But you know, at a high of 2.92, which you know, many say could go even a lot higher. Polygon, you know, the confidence on Polygon is just very, very high. So that's why I think 4 times of whatever money you invest, if you are just a hodler, is very, very possible in Polygon. So that's why that's my fourth choice. Okay, so then choice number 5 is XRP. You know, XRP, a lot of people follow XRP, love XRP. I know a lot of traders that XRP is the only coin that they trade. In actual fact, 2 of my friends, XRP is the only coin that they trade. They love XRP, and XRP is really at a low level right now. At 34 cents is really for nothing to buy XRP. And if it only reaches its market high, you could possibly look at 5.74 times multiplication. But even if you look at this recent high over there, you're still going to at least 3x your money. So I have a big expectation for XRP to bounce back. So that's why I put XRP as my fifth coin that I want to promote. And then Uniswap. Okay, so Uniswap is a little bit of a smaller coin. So Uniswap is right now $7. The high was 45, and the same as all the other coins that I talked about. The expectation for it is to definitely go past its all-time high of $45, and so you can see here you can get 6.43 multiplication on your money. And I think Uniswap is going to be a very, very good coin to invest in. So that's why I added this. And then we have Solana. Okay, now there's mixed sentimentals about Solana. There's some people that are scared, especially after Luna crash, that people are scared that Solana will also crash. But right now, Solana is the blockchain with the most transactions for one day, and also for the retail application programmers, Solana is the go-to blockchain. So that's why I am very, very bullish on Solana. And so you can see you can almost 7 times your money if Solana only reaches its all-time high, and the expectation is actually that Solana will far surpass its all-time high. So that's why I added Solana to my list. And then we got ADA. Okay, so I got a little bit of a hate-love relationship with ADA, because in the past I bought ADA at the wrong place and I lost some money with ADA. But you know, Charles, there's very, very good fundamentals in ADA, and I believe Charles knows what he's doing. And ADA is really at, you couldn't buy ADA at 44 cents for a very, very long time. And so I believe this is going to be a very good buy right now, and you'll definitely be able to, you know, the $3 that ADA came to wasn't even close to what the expectation of the market is for ADA to go to. You know, people are talking about $30, even $50 for ADA. And so therefore, if you can buy ADA today at 44 cents, there's so much money. But this might take a little bit longer than some of the other coins. I noticed in the other charts that ADA also reacted a little bit slower than some of the other coins to the market, but I believe ADA, there's huge potential in buying ADA. Okay, so then I'm going to come to Polkadot. Okay, same story. Polkadot's a very solid coin. You can see if you look at the volatility of Polkadot, it's very, very stable, but it's also very volatile. And there I predict a 8.22 multiplication if you buy Polkadot today and it reaches its all-time high. And then finally Chainlink, and then Chainlink is probably the most profitable one of the coins that I recommend in this list of 10 coins. with 8.46 times multiplication. Yeah, so you'll find there's lots of other coins that you also can buy, maybe like Bitcoin Cash, even Ethereum Cash. But the problem with those coins is your multiplication is a lot less, and so that's why I wanted to focus on bigger coins with good fundamentals and also have a huge multiplication rate. Yeah, that's all from me when it comes to these my top coins. Please let us know in the comments what you think, which is your favorite coins, and why you think those coins will multiply. There's a lot of other coins that we can feature, and we'll talk to them about them in the future. But right now, we want to focus on some of the bigger coins. Right. Thank you. So is there anything from your side, Dion?
Yes, just tell me, if someone had a bit of available money to invest in crypto now and they wanted to invest in your coins, would you recommend they start with one first, or divide their money that they've got into 10 and put a bit into each of those, or put more into Link, which has a bigger X value? What would you recommend?
Okay, so what I would do is I would right now, if when you start, I would put a little bit. Let's say you divide your money into maybe 100 segments, okay, and you'll say, okay, I'll put a little bit of money, maybe 1% of my money in each one of the coins. That means 10% of my money is invested right now. And then what I would do is I would leave the rest of my money either in Ethereum, Bitcoin, or BNB. And so as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB is starting to go up, I would sell a little bit of my BNB, my Ethereum, my Bitcoin, and I will start putting money more into some of the other coins. And so, because what's going to happen, the market is going to start running first with Bitcoin and Ethereum. That will probably about 2 or 3 months that those coins will kind of run out ahead of the pack, and BNB possibly with them. Okay, and so after a period of 3 months, those coins will kind of slow down, but they will continue to grow. And at that stage of the game, when you see higher lows on all those other coins, you would start to sell off some of your Bitcoin, sell off some of your Ethereum, and start buying into the smaller coins. So it's going to have to be a process. So if I say to someone you have to only buy maybe 2 or 3 coins today, then I'll definitely say wait a little bit before you jump into any of those bottom 7 coins and go for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, because we first want to affirm that the market has reached its bottom and that it is actually going up before we're going to look at smaller coins. So that's what I would do. So I would also not put all my money into Ethereum right now. I would say, okay, let's divide my money into maybe 5 pieces, and then I'll say, okay, over the next 3 months, every 2 weeks, I'll add a portion, or every time Ethereum makes a dip, I'll add in another segment of the money until I have confirmed that we are in a bullish run right now. Because if you look at the technicals, we theoretically still in a bearish run, and we haven't confirmed that we swang back into a bullish run right now. We're trying to pick the bottom, and so that's why DCA.
Yes, okay. Great strategy.
Okay, awesome. Guys, that's all from us for today. So we're going to be Monday back again with another session. Dion is going to look for us what's happening over the weekend, and especially with that announcement. And then hopefully we can give you some trade suggestions on Monday again. I think on Monday I'll probably just take a little bit of time and explain exactly how I would execute my DCA strategy. So I'm going to, from time to time, just feature different coins that I feel is a good coin to DCA. I don't necessarily look specifically at the graphs and the technicals. I focus a little bit more on the fundamentals and then the way I get ahead is I DCA. So that's kind of the two strategies that we work here at Bitcoin Bounce. Please like and subscribe. And if you new to our channel, was our very first a video that we posted, so hopefully this is the first of many to come. Have a wonderful day.
Goodbye, guys.